Hello everyone, it's Mike from Downtown Comics, and welcome to November as we go over all the new graphic novels releasing this Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. As always, downtowncomics.com is the place to go to check out all the new releases, and please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so I said last week we had a lot of trades. Boy, it's Christmas season because the tables are full again, even more stuff. So let's get going. This is going to be a long one. Let's go all the way over here. All right. It's just going to be kind of a hodgepodge. All right, we have a new Disney Epic Mickey, the Comics Collection. This is in a nice hardcover. Again, I don't know if it's actually... Yeah, it looks like... Okay, this is maybe the third one they've done of this. So, there you go. All right, Dune. Dune is your favorite. We have a deluxe collector's edition of Book 3, The Prophet. So, this is a slipcase hardcover. So, the adapting that book... the graphic novel. We have a couple of omnibuy. So Spectre, and I couldn't tell you for sure whether this has been reprinted or not. All right, we're going to get, this is Spectre 0 through 31. I believe this is the 90s Spectre. So 0 through 31 by Mandrake and Ostrander. So there you go. That was good stuff. I read a lot of that. That was good art. Another omnibus is the Star Wars Old Republic Legends. This is volume 2 of this one. And let's see. We get Star Wars The Old Republic 1 through 6. Star Wars The Old Republic The Lost Sons 1 through 5. Star Wars The Lost Tribe of the Sith Spiral 1 through 5. Star Wars Knight Errant 1 through 5. Star Wars Knight Errant Deluge 1 through 5, Star Wars Knight Errant Escape 1 through 5, Star Wars Jedi vs. Sith 1 through 6, plus material from Star Wars Tales 16, 17, and 24, and Star Wars Visionaries. All right, so Old Republic fans, rejoice. All right, definitely a good Christmas idea is the Ultimates. This is the new one, slipcase trade set. So with this, you can give someone or yourself all the volume 1s plus the Ultimate Invasion, which was the Prelude stuff, to all the Ultimate titles. So you get Ultimate Invasion, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate X-Men, the Ultimates, and Ultimate Wolverine. All volume 1s in a nice slipcase there. So that's pretty cool. All right, Zootopia 2, new movie coming out. So we got a bunch of stuff coming in for that. This one's an Ultimate sticker book. Let's see. Wicked is also coming out. So we get some slip cases for some little golden books. There looks like there's 4 of them in here. All the Wicked ones, probably. Ah, there you go. So all 4 of the Wicked ones they've produced. You can get them all in a slip case. And then if you're a real fan, the Ultimate Fan Edition of this, where these are now in a nicer square bound, I guess. So maybe there's more, or they're just not. This is physically bigger, and you can see that, you know, you get the titles on the spine and stuff. So there you go. If you're a real fan, you'll get that. SpongeBob SquarePants has a new little golden book. The Savage Sword of Conan's that I believe they did is reprinted here. Yep, you get 7 through 9 of the magazine that was done a few months ago, 6 months ago or so. We have a new Spidey and His Amazing Friends. This is the Guide to Heroes and Villains, so if your kids like a good little encyclopedia book to start out with, that's a good choice. The miniseries Slasher's Apprentice gets a trade. We get a new Bluey hardcover. A new OGN Big Ass Sword. I don't know, look kind of cool. So, there you go. Big Ass Sword for hire. So that looks kind of neat. Looks very Final Fantasy there, but yeah, that could be fun. All right, moving on to the other table. We got a couple of cat books this week. So Falling in Love with a Traveling Cat manga. The Invincible Digest continue with volume 12. That will get you 66 through 70 and Invincible Returns number 1. We've got a new tarot deck. So again, looking for a gift idea. So you get a Mystical Women's Tarot deck. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it looks kind of nice. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. I remember this being fairly popular when it was out. This is... I didn't remember it being manga, though. But yeah, we got manga. All right. Our DC Pocket Series, V for Vendetta, is now available in our $10 cost. So if you don't want to pay for the bigger version, you get the smaller version. Avatar. This is an actual novel. So we got an Avatar prose novel for Avatar fans. Bone. This is, I believe this is just the newest printing of Tall Tales, which came out a while ago. But I think this is just a new printing. It hasn't been out in a while. So this is extra stuff beyond the 9 volumes that he did within the last couple of years. Our other manga, Cat Crazy, Volume 2. We have a cool little pop-up book, What's Up with Superman and Friends. So I'm not going to take it out, but it's a pop-up book, and it's in a little slipcase. So that's, and it just spilled out. So I'm going to put it back in. There you go. All right. We have a new Charlie Brown and Snoopy. We have a new Choose Your Own Adventure. These have been pretty popular. The Mystery of Chimney Rock. Spidey and His Amazing Friends get a level 1 reader. And let's go to some more traditional trades. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, Volume 2. This reprints the current series 6 through 10. The Doctor Strange of Asgard. That's going to reprint this whole miniseries. Yep, you get 1 through 5 of that miniseries to get ready for the new Doctor Strange. We have a Jim Henson's Presents in softcover. So that gives you the 1 through 4 miniseries. Epic Collection for Hulk. All right. Going to get some early 80s stuff. Hulk 245 through 262 and Marvel Treasury Edition 25 are all reprinted there. Okay, and our adaptations of famous novels continues. Lord of the Flies gets a graphic novel. So there you go. All right, any of you kids that need to read that for school, you can now read the graphic novel instead. New Avengers. I'm almost positive this has been out in Omnibus before, so I'm going to say this is a reprint. But you get 32 through 6. Oh, okay, so what volume is this? Volume 2. Sorry, New Avengers Volume 2, Omnibus. So you get the 2004 series, 32 through 64, annuals 2 and 3, New Avengers, the Illuminati miniseries 1 through 5, Secret Invasion Dark Reign, Free Comic Book Day 2009, the New Avengers finale, which was a one-shot, material from Amazing Spider-Man 601, and Breaking Into Comics the Marvel Way #1. All right, there you go. Bloodborne, another gift idea for your Bloodborne fans. This is a slipcase of volumes 4 through 6. So this is 4 through 6 of Bloodborne, all in a deluxe slipcase. There you go. The miniseries Dying is Easy. Turtles gets a new collection, Volume 8. This is the IDW stuff. And you're going to get the Bebop and Rocksteady Destroy Everything miniseries, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe 1 through 8, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issues 65 and 66. All right, the Solomon Kane miniseries that was last year is reprinted in softcover. The We Are Yesterday crossover, now available in hardcover and softcover, so this is a good KO tie-in. If you didn't read it, you should probably pick it up. You get World's Finest 38 and 39, Justice League Unlimited 6 through 8, and the Batman Superman World's Finest 2025 Annual. So if you missed that. Zatanna, that is the latest volume. And it's 1 through 6 of the latest Zatanna miniseries now available. The ongoing G.I. Joe, the new Volume 2. That will get you 7 through 12 of G.I. Joe and the Energon Universe Special G.I. Joe story. DC's Finest, Super Friends. Here we go. Going to reprint the 70s Super Friends book. Awesome. All right. Yep, 1976 through 79. You're going to get Super Friends 1 through 26 and additional material from the limited collector's edition, the Treasury, C-41 and C-46. All right. Oh, and the Aqua Tears Meet the Super Friends mini comic. Okay, I don't know if I've ever seen that. So there you go, Super Friends fans. Redcoat gets a volume 2 of this series. And that will get you, there it is, 8 through 14. Golden Rage, that miniseries. Star Wars The High Republic Adventures, this is volume 5. So this gets 17 through 20 in the Star Wars High Republic Adventures Phase 3. Deadpool, looks like a crossover between Miles Morales and Spider-Man. So you get Miles 30 and 31, Deadpool 11 and 12, and the Miles Morales Spider-Man Annual #1 for that mini-series or crossover. The Jedi Knights, the ongoing book that just started. This is the first volume. You're going to get 1 through 5 in the free Comic Book Day story. And lastly, Critical Role Vox Machina Origins. That mini-series, well, it says it's volume 4. Let's see, does it say? Canadian Series 4, Critical Role, Best 19. Yeah, it doesn't say exactly what it's reprinting, but probably a bunch of one-shots and stuff. All right, so there you go. Okay, that's a lot of trades, guys. So, yeah, if you're looking for a gift or looking for something to read, there is definitely something here for you. So get those lists going, and we'll see you in the stores. Thanks a lot. Bye.